to the Not So Travelling Introvert. So, today I realised that this is possibly a topic I haven't gone over. Whenever I am working with new contractors or taking on new staff, one of my go-to questions always is, what does introversion mean to you? Because as we know, there's a lot of misinformation out there. And so I wanted to just talk about some of the things that people say when I ask them what introversion means to them, bearing in mind what I do and where they find me and where they hear my name. So one person said, to me, introversion means being more comfortable either alone or in smaller crowds and not expressing ideas and thoughts outside of an inner circle. So I found this really interesting that the thought process there wasn't necessarily about being aloof. It was just setting boundaries and knowing that, like, you're very comfortable with a smaller group of people you trust, and telling them about stuff, which was interesting. And someone else said it's being shy and possibly not being able to or wanting to express oneself, always wanting to be alone and indoors. And now I think the not being able or wanting to express oneself could come from, yes, quite happy to express oneself, but getting shot down by extroverts or by other people, or in general needing the right time or to think about something before expressing oneself, which can come across as hesitancy. And then someone said, introversion for me means a lack of confidence. Okay. I wanted to delve a little bit deeper into that and asked, why does introversion mean a lack of confidence? And they're very much like, well, if you're not outgoing and bubbly, it means that you are not confident in your abilities or what you want to do. So there's that juxtaposition there of you have to be seen as outgoing and bubbly to be sure of yourself. And that's not necessarily true. A lot of people who are sure of themselves, whether they are introverts or extroverts, might not be out there all the time. They're just cracking on and doing their thing. This next statement was really interesting. It was, an introvert is a person who is shy and not able to convey their ideas to the world in a convincing manner. So it's not what you say, but how you say it, according to this person, makes an introvert, which is really fascinating. And someone mentioned introversion to them was focusing about how they handle emotions with their mind. So when I delve a little bit deeper, to them, being an introvert or an extrovert was all a mind game kind of a thing. Like you could get out of your comfort zone if you really wanted to, sort of a thing, which was fascinating. Now, I'm going to move on to introverts that I've spoken to and what they feel introverts or introversion is. So someone said, as an introvert, to me, it means only being able to handle groups of people for so long. I require time to recharge alone. I prefer to be more alone than with others, which makes it hard for us to start businesses and brand. Pitching to others about what we can do is draining. Someone else mentioned, as an introvert myself, I like to describe it as having my own bubble. It means knowing oneself, having a safe space to be alone with my own thoughts and feelings, and having the power to decide if and when I want to participate in what's going on the other side. I love that. She's happy with what they've got, and she feels empowered, which is wonderful. Someone mentioned that I'm an introvert all the way, and to me it means that I want to recharge, and I do this by spending time alone with self-care and meditation, or just downtime helps with that. I process things internally first and think about them before answering. And I love this statement. For me, introversion means having a colourful and exciting world inside one's own thoughts. I just found that really, really fun and there was nothing negative there that introverts said about themselves, which is really interesting that it all comes from people who might see themselves as being more extroverted. So, dear listeners, I'd love for you to email me and let me know, what does introversion mean to you? Email me at janice@thecareerintrovert.com, helping you build your brand and get hired. And I guess I should finish with, for me and my introversion, it means where I get my energy from and how I recharge. I am occasionally shy, but generally it's me figuring out if I like you or not and then going from there. But yeah, how I get my energy and how I recharge. And it's an ongoing learning journey and process. All right. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of your week.